Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome all that are watching in the chat. We are live and we are here for the 2025 Trackstars Touring Cars Enduro Cup. We are at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for the Spa 500, located in the Wallonia region of Belgium. We are ready for our qualifying in about 5 minutes time. Some new names to the field, which will make it an absolute thriller of a qualifying. Having a look, there is a few teams that are not teams, I should say cars that aren't participating in today's qualifier due to other series that they're partaking in. The number 51 for Mashbuds Racing, number 15 for Team XV, and number 97 for PH Esports. So they will start at the bottom of the grid for the race on Sunday. Only the top 6 qualifiers will earn a shot at glory. So tomorrow's top 6 shootout is where pole position for the race on Sunday will be decided. Expect a tight field. There will be some high speeds and some surprises. Supposedly, the bookies are looking at a FR Racing, CP Motorsports and ART sweep for the top 6, but don't count out Team XV, MSR and PHE. There is also a debutant in the main series for WRT as well, so look out for Mr. Porsche. Could he surprise us? Who knows? We'll see very shortly. All 11 drivers have the right to be in the top 6, but that crucial lap is what matters. A missed apex or traffic on a push lap could be the difference. We'll see what happens as this unfolds. 4 minutes time and we will get underway, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome in to anyone that's in the stream and watching. Appreciate you being here. Unfortunately, the race on Sunday will not be live streamed. We'll try and do a recap for you. G'day, Nicholas. Welcome in. Nicholas? Is that Choggy Chin? Welcome in. We'll try and do a recap for you. Unfortunately, it's my daughter's second birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Sophia, if you're watching on your iPad in your cot. Yeah, came for this one. A new year brings new faces. This year is probably the most stacked year for track stars on the field. Names like Distinct Benno, who's racing for Team ART. We've also got Caleb Birtles, Distinct Caleb, racing for CP Motorsports. Obviously, Ridwan Hamza will be there for FR Racing as per, being the team owner. Don't even count out. We've also got Andrew Lee racing this series. Probably the quickest driver in Oceania at the moment, Mr. Andrew Lee. So that's great to have him on board, have him on the series. We've also got a World Tour driver, Matt Simmons, racing for FR Racing in the series. So Ridwan Hamza's been he's been at work in the off season, if you will. He's been recruiting well. He's reached out to the people he knows. He knows his contacts. So he's got a formidable lineup. But so are the other teams. CP Motorsports, I feel like, are a dark horse. Caleb and Matt McCullum racing in the same car is going to be one to look out for. In saying that as well, but we got D Benson, so Benno, as well as Darren McSweeney for the ART boys. So yeah, there's a lot of great drivers here. Slapper's mate Rake makes his return to the Trackstars Touring Cars series. Last year was his last year in the Trackstars. He retired being the team owner of WTCC, but Nick Pautasso has scooped him up and he's decided, I'm coming out of retirement, I'm going to race for Mashbuds Racing. So good to see Slapper's mate W. Von Duve back on the Trackstars scene. G'day Crawford, g'day Porsche, welcome in. We are almost ready to go. 30-minute qualifying here around the Spa circuit. 40 litres of fuel to start off with for the guys. Heavy damage on, so they don't want to make a mistake. Medium tyres is the tyre of choice for this qualifying session. So let's see what the boys can do. The times have been looking competitive across the board. Who knows? Is someone sandbagging? I'm not too sure, but we'll see as it unfolds. I'm flying solo today, ladies and gentlemen, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll try to get through as many people as I can on track. My good friend Fog Dog Isaac Fogarty has other commitments tonight, otherwise he'd be here with me. But nonetheless, we will try and keep you entertained as we go through. Feel free to give a like to the stream. Thank you to the 5 that have already. And if you're not following us, give us a follow. We'll try and bring you some great action here from the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Francorchamps. But the guys are ready. They've been doing their practice all week. It'll be interesting to see who's going to get on pole for this one. The top, so the qualifying basically works that the guys will qualify. The top 6 will go to the top 6 shootout tomorrow, where we will decide our pole sitter. The 3 cars that aren't able to make the qualifying today will start from the back of the grid, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I can't wait either, Nicholas. I can't wait either. It's going to be cracking. It's going to be awesome. I know I won't make top 6, but it'll be fun. Now, who are you, Nicholas? Oh, that's bloody Spud. G'day, Spud. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need another beer. You will make it, Spud. You got to be positive, my friend. I didn't realise it was you, but welcome in nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. One of the track sales owners, Mr. Nick Pautasso, is in the chat. Less typing, more locking in, my friend. Time for you to get a top 6. We're ready to go, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's ticked in, ready to go. Everyone's in the pit lanes. Tyres are cold, but we've got a 30-minute qualifying coming right up. And hopefully we'll get some awesome action on track. What do you think the times will be, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to say we're going to be hitting the 159s for the pole position. Justin, yeah, no, he's out for a ciggy. He's out for a ciggy. He's old Mr. Justin. Classic. But yeah, no, nonetheless, it's going to be a cracking qualifying session. The guys will have 30 minutes to get that fuel down, get those tyres in a good temperature, really set some quality quick laps. It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to take pole. Your guess is as good as mine. I think Redwine will be up there with his great form, but don't knock out here as well Mr. Luke Smith for FR Racing in car number 78. He had a clean sweep last week at Deep Forest. 3 wins from 3 races. So he's coming into this race with a bit of form. So it'll be interesting to see what Mr. Luke Smith does. Warpig as well, C. Duncan there for PHE Sports. He had a good race at Deep Forest, so be interested to see how he goes. I'm very intrigued to see how Mr. Jay Dewitt goes for WRT, making his debut in the Endurance Series and the Main Series so far this year. So it'll be interesting to see how Mr. Porsche goes, but we're ready and we're going, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a look. Let's see who's going to be first out on track. We're going to get all the information up for you so you can see what's going on. The timer's gone off. It looks like, who's that first out? That is Mr. Stingers himself. Oh no, it's Justin. Apologies. Mr. Justin's out first. Now, being the 24-hour layout, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to be very careful with that pit exit. Those lines are savage, and the pit lane penalties are on. So, you've got to be careful there. Good shout from Mr. Nick Pautasso in the chat. Don't forget to record your qualifying times as well. We will require those. So, Justin Lattaway, car number 44 for CP Motorsports, had a bit of a rough outing last week at Deep Forest Raceway. Not probably his ideal race, not where he wanted to be, and suffered damage in a few races, which set him back a little bit, unfortunately. But let's see what he can do today. I'm sure he'll be a man on a mission. We've got Mr. Luke Smith, car number 78 for FR Racing, coming into this race with absolutely crazy form. I think he'd be a kind of a dark horse, as much as you'd say, with the field we've got at the moment, but I think he'd be up there, Mr. Luke Smith. Daniel Benson in car number 30 for ART Motorsport. This bloke is quick. I reckon this bloke can get the pole if he hooks that lap together. Keep a lookout for him, but he's got close competition with his fellow distinct driver in Caleb Birtles, car number 23 for CP Motorsports. They've got a really great lineup this year. For car number 23 for CP, Caleb Birtles, Matt McCullum. They will be one to watch out. I really do think so. Both cracking drivers. Ian Ward's the only Team XV car out on the track today. We know Mr. Ward's got pace, car number 7 there for Team XV. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Don't count out this guy either for a pole position. He absolutely loves it. Ridwan Hamza, FR Racing team owner, car number 1, racing alongside Matt Simmons, the World Tour driver. A special livery for them in this Enduro Cup. They're racing the GTR Nismo LM Concept car from the old GT4 days, and I must admit it's a cracking livery. They've done a fantastic job with that. So kudos to the designer, whoever it was, I should say. Nick Scott. Nick Scott had an absolute belter of a year so far in the Touring Car Series. He's been absolutely on fire. He's got some top 10 positions, some solid, consistent races from Mr. Nick Scott. So we're keen to see how he goes today. His fellow compatriot there, Jaden Jewett, Mr. Porsche for number 26 for WRT. This is his debut, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes today, racing along the big dogs, but I'm sure he will do very well. See Duncan for PHE Sports as well, number 9, or 9th on the grid, I should say, out on track, but I'm sure Ben Pernon's in the chat looking along, hoping that Mr. C. Duncan does it well today. We'll see how we go. Nick Paltasso, Mashbuds Racing. He's the only Mashbuds driver on the track today. Matt Donati got stuck in the dryer. So, yeah, Nick Paltasso's the only Mashbuds car today, number 32 there. I'm sure he'll be wanting to make a mark and getting that car off to a flyer. Darren McSweeney, what a year he's had so far in the Touring Car Series. Currently sitting second in the championship. Some great races this year from Darren McSweeney. He's really leading the charge for Team ART. Unfortunately, his co-driver G. Smith, what a knobhead, he's doing absolutely useless, but Darren McSweeney, yeah, he's doing a great job. The times have come in across the board already, and I'm away with the fairies. D. Benson for ART Motorsports sets the pace with a 2:07. Caleb Birtles just behind him there. Oh, is that an identical time? That's an identical time, ladies and gentlemen. So Caleb and Mr. D. Benson are identical on their times. Obviously, as these fuel loads drop, their times will get quicker. Mr. Ward is only 3.5 tenths back from the top 2 there. Ridwan Harms is also 3.5 tenths back. We will see people going purple, purple, purple as the fuel loads drop. You didn't know, you didn't get the new livery on. I was gonna say something in the chat, but I remembered that you did that light livery. But that, no stress. You can always put it on for tomorrow in the race. Now, do you want to be in the slip here, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question. Do you want to be in the slip and get dirty air, or would you rather clean air so you can get a solid lap down? You be the judge. On board with Mr. Ian Ward at the moment, the only Team XV car on track. I'm sure that LJ, the team owners, well, we wouldn't be looking on because he's currently in a Porsche Cup for ACC, but I'm sure he'd be wanting a great result for Ian Ward. He's currently 3.5 tenths down on his original lap of a 2:01.1, so not ideal, but I'm sure he will pick that up as we go on. 2 FR boys behind him, Ridwan Hamza and Mr. Luke Smith. Luke Smith's about to finish a lap as he goes through the final couple of corners onto the finish straight. Where is he sitting? A 2:01.360, so an improvement, but he stays where he is, currently 2.5 tenths back from Ridwan Hamza. C. Duncan setting the right time down in 6th position for PHE Sports. Good evening, Mr. Jimmy. Hope you are well, mate. C. Duncan currently sitting on a 2:02 flat, pretty much in 7th position. Mr. Jewett for WRT Racing has set a cracking time with the 202 flat, so that's a great start to his main series career, you could say. Nick Partasso just crosses the line there with a 202.3, down in 8th position. We'll see how Mr. Jewett goes here in the first sector. We may have a look down the back of the field just to see what's going on. 2 tenths down, so we'll go have a look at who else is on track. I want to have a look at these two drivers here, bottom of the grid. Mr. Darren McSweeney, who's currently on a lap at the moment. I don't think he'd be stressing too much, waiting for that fuel to obviously burn down. But he goes over the line. Let's see where he's sitting. A 201.7, so that puts him in 6th position at the moment, Mr. Darren McSweeney. We'll go back down and have a look at Mr. Justin Ladaway. Let's see what's going on with Justin. No damage on the car as he goes through the first and second sector. Let's see, well, second sector this is now. Let's see where he's at. Through that long sweeping right-hander. Really got to hold the throttle through that corner. Avoid the AstroTurf on the right, you don't want it slipping. And then this fast flowing section of the track. Keep it. And yeah, flat out through there, into 6th gear. Get the accelerator down, let's go. Tricky section of the track coming up here, the couple of the corners that come up here, quite slow. He's gone on 129.695 in the middle sector, so it'll be interesting to see where Justin finishes this lap. Milky just goes over the line with a 202 flat, which puts him in 8th position. Good lap from Mr. Nick Scott for WRT Racing. Welcome everybody that's watching. Appreciate you all being here. Tricky section before coming on to the finish line. Can he get the power down? Can he get the, no wheel spin? 2 minutes, 201.6. So that just bumped him in front of Darren McSweeney for ART Motorsports. Daniel Benson still leads the way in 1st position. He's improved to a 2-minute 4. We'll go have a look at Mr. Caleb Birtles and see how he's tracking. He's just over a 10.5 down on Daniel Benson there for ART. These times will definitely get quicker, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 30 minutes of qualifying, so we've got about 18 minutes left. The fuel's still not at a lower level, if you will. Darren McSweeney goes over the line with a 2-minute 1.5. That puts him up in 5th position. Oh, good on you, Matt. Thanks, mate. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Car number 23. Oh, that's Matt McCallum. G'day, Matt. There he is. There's his co-driver, Caleb Birtles, leading the way. You don't expect to see a Lexus up there. Straight lines obviously a bit better in the Nissan, so proven wrong, Mr. D. Benson. But welcome in, Matt. Good to see you here. Caleb's doing a great job. He's currently a 10.5 off D. Benson in 1st position. Stingray's absolutely hounding his rear end. D. Benson just improves as well. He just gets a 2-minute 3. Caleb Birtles just got a 2-minute, what was it, 2-minute 3.45. No. GT's doing GT things. But Luke Smith with an absolutely cracking lap with a 2-minute 3.41. He is there or thereabouts. As I said, he's pulling in some good form, some absolutely crazy form from Deep Forest Raceway. So let's see if he's going to go purple through this first sector. He does. 4/10 purple through the first sector. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, when the fuel gets lower, the guys go quicker, as you all know. So Mr. Luke Smith is 4/10 purple through the first sector. Granted, he had a slip through a rouge. Granted, however, an absolute massive tank slapper there for Mr. Luke Smith. That lap is null and void now. He will back out of that one. Let's go down and have a look at Mr. Ridwan Hamza. He's currently about 6/10 off the pace of Daniel Benson. Be interesting to see what Ridwan's plans are. Has he just been trying to burn the fuel Having a look at his times on the right, he really only first push lap was lap number 5. Lap number 4 wasn't too bad with a 2:01.3. 2:01.1 as well for lap number 2 that he's completed. So interesting to see. Oh, he's run wide there as well as Red One, but not a worry. You'll be able to get that, tuck that in and fix that up nicely without a penalty. So we're here, we'll abort this lap. Let's have a look at Mr. Ian Ward. Ian Ward's going to finish the lap here. Number 7 for Team XV. Let's see where he's sitting coming through the last corners. D. Benson's in the pit. Oh, and Mr. Ward's in the pit as well. Okay, so they're all coming in the pit to get some fuel. Let's have a look. In comes Team ART number 30. Oh, sorry, out goes Team ART number 30. No, it doesn't. In goes Team ART number 30. I'm absolutely away with the fairies. But he's getting a fresh set of boots on. Tyre temps might be a bit too high for his liking. A top up of the fuel, I dare say. We're about halfway through the qualifying. So out he goes, Mr. D. Benson. He will want to crack the 159s, I'd say. But we'll see what happens. We're sitting at the low 2s at the moment. Everyone seems to be coming in the pit at the moment. Darren McSweeney continues on. He's currently on a push lap. Let's see how he goes coming through the last bit of the track. Massive speed carried through there. Really, really awesome section of the track. And I'm sure on Sunday that we're going to get some great overtaking through that section of the track. Through the last 2 corners. Onto the finish line. Where is he sitting? Okay, he has improved. Okay, 2:01.3. So that sits him. Oh, he's a B stick away from Justin Luddaway. Justin Luddaway has improved to P6, which is great to see. He's in the pits at the moment. Well, he wasn't in the pits. He's on his out lap now. Is there anyone else on a lap? Let's have a look at Nick Scott, see if he's improved. We'll get a good idea from timing on this sector. He's about to go over the sector line. He's 8 tenths down, so not an improvement for Mr. Milky on that lap, Mr. Nick Scott. Let's have a look at Nick Pautasso. He's currently sitting down in 9th position, is Nick, for the Mash Buds Racing outfit. Be keen to see how Nick goes. Obviously fresh out of boots, he's filled up the tank. The fingers are warm. Be interesting to see how Nick goes. Mr. Jewett's dropped down into 10th position there, having a look on the screens, but there's not much in it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if we look at the back of the pack, it's only 1.7 seconds that separates first from 11th, so real close field at the moment. Mr. Jewett got stung with the pit exit lines. Is there anyone else? Outlap, 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 outlap. We'll go on board with Mr. D. Benson. We'll see what he's going to do. Fresh set of boots, fueled up to the 9s. Car's really tricky coming out of that first corner. You really need to get the power down, but you also want to limit the tyre spin, which can be tricky to do. Up through a Rouge. You can go flat out through a Rouge there, which is fantastic in these cars. Let's see how he goes. First sector, he's there or thereabouts, so he's on his time from his best lap. Be interesting to see how this middle sector goes for Mr. Benson. As he's about to make his way down Pouon. Let's see if he can keep it on track. He does keep it on track, so this is going to be interesting. Is he going to be there or thereabouts? Is he going to improve on his time? Luke Smith very close to him there. He's not even like it's absolute beestick. Kept it on the track well there, away from the AstroTurf on the right. Let's see the split. Okay, he's a 10th down, but don't forget he's got more fuel than what he had probably when he set that fast lap of a 2:03. We'll see where he finishes this lap. We've got about 10 minutes to go in the this qualifying session. Welcome in everybody to all 15 of you watching. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't said hello, say hello in the chat. Be keen to say hello to you. If there's anyone you want to watch, let me know. We can put it over. Okay, 1 second down in his lap time there, Mr. D. Benson. Let's go back to Mr. Luke Smith. Now, is this team games? Is this team games? Is Red One Harms are trying to pull Luke Smith along here for the pole position? They are a bit far apart, really, for a slip. Not too bad. But is Red One Hamza and Luke Smith playing the team game to get that car, get both FR cars up there? Looks pretty good coming out of the last corner. Where is he going to sit on the times? No, it's not an improvement. So 1 second down. Mr. Curry, what's going on, Mr. Curry? Welcome in, Mitch. Hope you're well, mates. Let's go, Pig. We'll go have a look at him. Where is he? Here he is. As he sets off on a lap, does Mr. Duncan. Let's see what he can do for the PHE boys. Up through Rouge, down the Kemmel Straight. Got a bit of traffic in front of him, but I don't think that'll be a drama. Hopefully he can pull a little bit of a toe from that in front of him. It is the FR Racing boys, so I don't think they'll slow him down. But look how close the FR Racing boys are. They're definitely playing a bit. Wrong Pig. Oh, let's see. War Pig. Here he is. What's up? Woo. Woo. Good old Ric Flair in the chat. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Wrong Pig. You mean Ian Ward? Aha. Yes. Sorry, Mitch Curry. I do. Yes. 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 Apologies. Yes. Yes. Good old Ian Ward. We'll go check on Mr. Ward in a second. We'll just see how Mr. Duncan goes through the middle sector of the track. See if he can improve on his time. I believe he was personal best through the first sector. Let's have a look and see where he is on this middle sector. See if he's improving. We're about to go over the timing line now. He is up. He's 2/10 up, which will put him in front of Nick Pautasso, which would be great. I'm sure Mr. Purton's looking on, team owner of PH in the chat, looking on with absolute hope that Mr. Warpick can get that car in front of the Mash Buds Racing outfit. I'm sure he will give it his best shot. Jaden Jewett goes over the line with a 201.8. Let's see where Mr. Duncan falls. He is a freak, yeah. He does improve, but he doesn't improve by enough to put himself on above Nick Pautasso. So a bad last sector for Mr. C. Duncan. We'll go to Mr. Ian Ward. He's currently in the pits, sitting in 5th position. He's about 8/10 off the pace of Daniel Benson. He's coming out of pits. These pits are getting to me. He's going in the pits. I thought he was just in the pits. I don't know if GT's having a moment. Featured in a Dave Cam video at the Nords on iRacing the other night. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a good racer. He's a good racer. Out he goes. Is there anyone else on a lap? Mr. Birtles is about to start a lap. We're going to have a look at Mr. Birtles to see how he's tracking. He's currently about 2/10 off the pace of D. Benson, making his debut for the Enduros this season for CP Motorsports. He's purple 1.5 tenths through the first sector, so that's a statement for Caleb. He is on low fuel. He's on low fuel, so let's just see. We've got about 6 minutes left of this qualifying session, so that we're really going to see the times, I reckon, drop. As I said, I think 1:59 is definitely doable for these quicker guys, especially these distinct drivers. You don't get them distinct for no reason, so we'll see what they can do. Look at Ridwan and Luke Smith. Look at him. It's an absolute DRS train at the moment for these guys. Are they all on outlaps? Ridwan's on an outlap. Justin's on an outlap. And where's Mr. Stingray? He's on an outlap. He's on an outlap as well. We'll go back on board with Caleb through the middle sector. Let's see if he's purple still. He's down, so he's lost a lot of time through the middle sector. Almost close to 2/10 through the middle sector alone. So I wonder if he had a moment that hurt him through the middle sector. We'll see what he does when he comes over the finish line. through the last few corners. Let's just see. Good exit. Minimal wheel spin. 2 minute 4.72. So he does improve, but he doesn't improve enough to change his position. Ridwan's trying to pull Mr. Luke Smith along here. Is D. Benson on a lap? He is. Let's see how Mr. D. Benson goes through the first sector. He's got full fuel. He's got full fuel, so he probably will be down. No, he's purple through first sector with fuel, full fuel. That's a great effort. We'll continue on board here with Mr. D. Benson. Mr. DJ puts his car into 6th position with a 2:01.3, so that's a good lap from Mr. DJ. Darren McSweeney, car number 55 for ART Motorsports. Tricky section of the track here. Keeping the car nice and on track though. Milky with a bit of a tank slapper in the background. Mr. Nick's car. Through poo on. Looks like he kept it nice and tidy through there. Make the apex nicely. Let's see if we can get a good sector time here from D. Benson as he tries to improve his pole position lap. Well, his, I suppose, provisional pole, because obviously we go to the top 6 tomorrow. He does. He's won just over a 10th in front of his time. So he'll be looking at a low 2 minute 2. Even a 2 minute 1. Excuse me. So let's see what he can do through the last sector of the track. Coming up to the last 2 corners. Get the car slowed down, turn it in nicely. Oh, he rode a bit of curb there. Is that going to affect his time? Let's have a look. Is we going to crack the 59s? We haven't, but he has improved to a 2 minute 2:41. Let's go back on board with Mr. Luke Smith. So he has been released from Ridwan Hamza. It looks like the roles are reversed. Ridwan Hamza will now take a slip from Mr. Luke Smith. They probably have maybe one or so laps left, maybe 2 laps. No, probably 1 lap after this. So this will be their final lap. Mr. Smith, Luke Smith's bailed out of that one. Caleb's in the pits. That will probably do him, I would say, with 2.5 minutes to go, the qualifying session. He probably won't get around and finish a lap in that time. So can Ridwan Hamza improve his time? Up through Rouge they go. Luke Smith saying, you come with me. We will get you on the front row, well, second row, alongside me. Here we go. There's the toe, ladies and gentlemen. And Ridwan Hamza from the toe is over 4.5 tenths purple. So this is a lap to watch, ladies and gentlemen. 4.5 tenths purple through the first sector, but is the dirty air going to affect him through the middle and final sectors of this racetrack? Luke Smith's pulled out. No, he hasn't. It looked like he pulled out, but he hasn't. Excuse me. I'm getting too excited. Ridwan is still behind Mr. Luke Smith. Interesting tactics from the FIR boys, but look how close they are to each other. Ridwan is absolutely on the back of car number 78. Trying to get as much tow as possible. But as we all know, with these cars, if you're playing the tow game, you're also playing the dirty air game. So you've got to keep it clean. Let's see how he is going through this sector line here. He's lost a bit of time. Okay, he's on a personal best, but he's not on a good enough time to change his position. Currently sitting in P4 is Ridwan Hamza. Now Luke Smith's going to drag him all the way to the end here with the hope that he'll improve his time. Jeez, they're close, aren't they? Crazy how they've kept it out of the walls. What can Ridwan Hamza do? He improves by a 10th, which is not enough. He will have one final lap here, will Ridwan? We'll go back on board shortly. Ian Ward's currently sitting in 5th position, 8.5 tenths back on Mr. D. Benson. Justin Ladaway's in the pits. Darren McSweeney's currently sitting 1.1 seconds away from the top position. I'm a bit interested to see how long we've got left for qualifying. 3 minutes. Sorry, we started late. I thought we were finishing at 8:30. But there you go. We've got 3 minutes left. So D. Benson's fuel's obviously getting a bit lower, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Let's go down to Mrs. C. Duncan for PHE and see how he's tracking along. Best time currently sitting at 2:02 flat. He's just over 2/10 away from Mr. Jewett for WRT Racing. WRT Motorsport, I should say. See if he's improved his lap time. He is down. What about Mr. Jewett? Oh, he's purple through the first sector. So that first sector must have not been ideal for D. Benson. He must have pulled it together through the second and final sectors. There should be Mr. Jewett not really having too much of a slip that I can see on track. We'll see how he goes. We'll stay on board with Mr. Jewett. We'll see how he goes through the middle sector. See Duncan's in the pits. Low fuel, so going to get a bit of a top up before he starts his final push lap. Some new inclusions this year as well. So PH Esports have recruited Xander Stewart, Mr. Scozzi himself, as well as WRT. I've got Mr. Nicholson on board, Chocky Chin. So the field this year is probably the best it's been, I'd say, here at Track Starts with the names. Sunday's race is going to be absolutely epic, and we do apologise that we can't live stream it to you, ladies and gentlemen, due to obviously commitments, but we will be live streaming the top 6 shootout tomorrow night, so we hope to bring you some action there. The guys will go around the track one by one, set their lap time, and obviously we'll see who reigns supreme there. Nick Baltasso's up in the 8th spot as he starts another flying lap. Darren McSweeney is also about to finish a lap, so we'll see where he sits. Car number 55. Through the last couple of corners he goes. So it looks like this was just a push lap for Mr. McSweeney. Getting those tyres in a good temperature, fuel's down. This is really where, it comes to the crunch. Probably got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left of this qualifying session, plus the additional time after the buzzer. So it'll be interesting to see who finishes where. Up through Rouge, down the Kemmel Straight. Let's see what his sector time looks like as he goes through sector 1. The Lexus really only hitting about 285, 286 down the Kemmel Straight. He is improved. He's 2/10 up on his time. D. Benson has improved his time with a 2:230 as well, solidifying his pole position spot at this stage. Obviously provisional pole until we go to the top 6 shootout tomorrow night. Let's see if Darren McSweeney can keep it clean through this tricky section of the track coming down to Pouon. Just a light lift off the throttle, a shift down. Absolutely sending it through Pouon is D. McSweeney. He wants to improve his position from 7th. Let's see how he goes through the middle split. Listen to the rumble on that Lexus. He is absolutely giving it full beans, ladies and gentlemen. He is not one to like being outside of the top 5, let alone top 3. He's just over a 10th and a half improved, so he will finish above Justin Luddaway. This is his final lap, so he's on his final lap. Let's hope he can have a good last sector, and we'll see where that puts him. Absolutely sending it there. Through the last couple of corners he goes. Oh man, tank slapper. Does he improve? He does, but not enough to get over in front of Justin Luddaway. So everyone is finished. D. Benson's on his final lap. So's Warpig. So's Milky. Nick Baltasso's finished. Everyone's finished by the looks of things. D. Benson knows he's got it in the bag, so he does take provisional pole, ladies and gentlemen, for the Spy 500 Enduro Cup with a 2:230. Luke Smith with a good time, finishes in 2nd position. Caleb Birtles in third position for CP Motorsports. I'm sure Matt McCullum's in the chat and happy with that result. Starting third position for the race. Milky finishes with a good time of 2:01.6. Ridwan Hamza finishes in fourth spot for FR Racing. 5/10 back on the pace. 2 minutes 7 for Ridwan. Ian Ward, the lone Team XV car on track today, comes in at P5 with a great lap. Justin Ladaway for CP Motorsports in sixth position. A second off the pace, but having both cars in the top six, I'm sure Chase would be happy with that, and the whole CPE Motorsports outfit. Darren McSweeney just a B-stick away from P6 there, but a good lap from himself with a 2-minute 1.2. Nick Pautasso finishes in 8th position. The only Mashbuds racing car on the track today, but don't fear, Matt Dinetti will get himself unstuck from the dryer, and I'm sure he will do well when it comes to the race. We'll have a look at the final results. We just rattled them off a little bit. There's your top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Some absolutely cracking lap times. Again, D. Benson takes out pole position, provisional pole position. The top 6 will go to the shootout tomorrow, so we will have 2 FR Racing cars, 2 CP Motorsports cars, 1 ART car, and we'll also have 1 Team XV car doing the top 6 shootout tomorrow. So tune in for that. That's going to be interesting. We'll have a look at the bottom few. So Nick Scott finished in 9th position there. Only 1.3 off the pace, so not too bad. Mr. Jewett, the other WRT Motorsports car, finished in P10, 1.6 off the pace, which is not a bad effort for his first outing here on the main series. C. Duncan, the second PH Esports car. Or is that the second or the only? No, sorry, the only PH Esports car on the field today. My apologies. In 11th position. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is completed. The boys absolutely smashed it. Congratulations to all the drivers. Well done, D. Benson, for your provisional pole. It's been a cracker. Thank you all for joining me on stream today. I will be back tomorrow to do the top 6 shootout. But as always, we appreciate you being here. We will see you back tomorrow, ready for the top 6 shootout for the Spa 500. Thanks, everybody. Good night.